you're going to be educated on the advantages of owning an electric vehicle. Here are the top 5 advantages to owning an electric vehicle, in my opinion. And just to be fair, I'm also going to record a video shortly on the disadvantages of owning an EV. But this is all about the positives. So number 1 is lower fueling costs. Now, of course, you're not putting fuel into an EV, you're charging it, but it costs on average about 1/3 of what it does to go a mile. So, for example, if it takes you, if your car takes whatever, $60 to fill it up, to give you the rough mile equivalent, if your car were to say to get about 30 miles to the gallon, the electrical equivalent cost would be about $20, roughly 1/3. And I actually did a previous video, which I'll link to below, where you can see those calculations. If you guys like this video, please click the links below and subscribe. The second advantage is lower repair and maintenance costs. One of the things I love about my Tesla is that there's no oil changes. I just think that it's amazing that you don't have to go in and do those type of common maintenance items, that you previously had to. There's no spark plugs. There's, as I said, there's no oil changes. You actually replace the brake pads even less frequently because the car actually uses the electric motor in reverse. When you take your foot off the accelerator, the motor actually slows the car down, and while it does that, it charges the battery, which is like a bonus, and it doesn't use the brakes at all. So your brakes last a long time with an EV. The next advantage is performance. Whether you realize it or not, a lot of EVs are significantly faster than internal combustion engine cars. Tesla, this one is a performance Model Y. It goes 0 to 60 in like 3.6 seconds. It's crazy. And this is, you can get like a Model 3, even the regular one I believe is just over 4 seconds, and the performance one is even faster than this vehicle. So if you really like performance, the electric vehicle is awesome. Another advantage of owning an EV is potential other benefits, whether they be tax credits that your state might have, and the Inflation Act that was recently signed into law in 2023. You're going to be able to get money back if your EV qualifies, if it's made in the US and certain percentage of components are sourced from the US or friendly countries. So the potential for tax rebates, tax refunds. Also, in some states, you can go in the HOV, the high occupancy vehicle lane with an EV, even if there's only one driver. So that's great. Also, you don't have to go to emission tests. So instead of, taking your internal combustion engine, whether it's every year in your state or every couple of years, you just don't have to do that with an EV. So those are all bonuses. And again, more advantages of owning an EV. The last advantage to owning an EV is that your vehicle gets better in time. You heard me. This is an example. I literally got into the car and then I just put my foot on the brake, so it sort of turned on, and the car was just telling me, hey, we've done these new things. So you can see it's got the ability, the car, I love this. When it's a really hot day, I can go on my phone, tell the car to cool off to a certain temperature. There's improvements in the app, more information about supercharger and whatnot. So there's just all these improvements and software enhancements and updates. And again, if you didn't realize it, I have a video that I made specifically on the importance of EV software. Check that out in the link below. So to summarize, 5 key advantages of owning an EV. 1, lower fuel costs. 2, fewer repairs, maintenance. 3, better performance. 4, possible tax credit and other incentives. And 5, software updates where your vehicle gets better in time. Thank you for watching this video. If you found the content interesting, please click the like button and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please put them in the comments.